Alright, another day of practicing every day. Yeah, we got a good amount of practice done today. Um, yeah, good amount of practice. Uh, we worked on a song that we were playing with the other day. I think the way that I produce my music, though, I really have to think about, um, because I like to code it up with like title cycles or something. I really have to think about how I'm going to like just add sounds like spontaneously to what a mix needs, right? Like when I watch other producers, like people who make beats live and stuff, they're always like, um, they're always like adding what the beat needs in the moment, right? Like, and while I'm like kind of like listening, it like when I'm coding it up, I'll do that, right? But I won't do that when I'm how do I even explain this? Essentially, I have to rethink how I think I have to think through the way I produce things and whether and how my workflow works. And I think that's only going to get done by making more beats and doing that like a lot. And figuring out like what's the way that I like and works for me for making beats that sound good. And yeah, I think that's gonna be like crucial for me. Um, and the second thing is I was thinking a lot about what I was saying yesterday about um, like the rampant misogyny in hip hop, like like just how everyone is just calling like women hoes and I don't even use the B word, but like that as well. Like I, I think that like something that saddened me is that I don't know if this is true, right? But here's what I was thinking about, right? Like that all started like the like uh, a great deal of the misogyny in rap with like NWA and like Too Short. They're the ones that started calling women like um, like she's a B, they're a B. I need a B. Like that's how it started. But you also have to remember that because of where money lies in this country, the only reason hip hop became profitable was because the audience was largely white. Like they're the only ones that could afford the concert tickets. Um, and how is a group of black men, right, supposed to connect with a largely like white audience, largely white and male, because those are the ones with money, white male audience, if not through like some sort of hyper masculinity. So like it, I say that I don't like it, but I wonder whether it was like a requirement for hip hop to become the force it was, because if it didn't make money, it wouldn't have become big. And in order to make money, it had to appeal to this white male audience. And how is a black man going to appeal to them if not through being a man, right? And making some statement on what that means to be a man. And the easiest way to be a man is to be hyper masculine and to demean women. I don't know. That makes me sad. And I think the audience for hip hop had to be, like, especially for NWA, had to be white for more reasons than just one. Like, if the audiences weren't white, the cops would have shut down a lot of those concerts. The white audience, I think, added a layer of protection to NWA, and the police couldn't just get rid of them anymore because they had a base that was economically powerful. And that's also how you got a lot of, like, messages about police brutality out to this very powerful voting group, right? Like, these are people, like, who, like, have the economic circumstances to become lawyers and doctors and politicians in their community. Some of the ones that are politicians now listened to NWA when in, like, the 90s. And I don't know if that stymied some of the police brutality we see today, but maybe it did. It got at least, I don't know. So it gets me thinking about that. And it makes me think that, like, maybe it's more nuanced than just being like, there's misogyny, you know? Like, maybe it's a systematic, and that saddens me. And I don't know this for sure, but it's what I suspect. Yeah. Yeah, that's something I was thinking about today, pretty heavily, when it comes to, like, music. Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much about it. Yeah. Anyways, there was something else I was gonna say about that. Oh, I suspect, and I'm not completely certain of this, but I suspect that, like, it goes deeper than that even. Like, I think that, again, unfounded theories here. These are just conjectures I have from the history that I know and awareness of how the system works. But I think that you often get told that, like, it's a class issue, not a race issue, right? And I think that's somewhat true. But the race issue is used to worsen the class issue, right? So race is used to split up the working class. Like, half of the working class is in the Republican Party for no other reason other than race. that's it. Like they're not rich, they're poor, and they're white, and they're in the Republican Party because of that, right? And that it's just a division of the working class. Like the working class in the U.S. is essentially a third party, because half of them, or 40% of them, are in the Republican Party. But I think that misogyny might serve the same purpose. I never really thought about that before, but misogyny might serve the same purpose of dividing the working class even further, right? Like, I see a lot of, like, female friends of mine, women friends of mine, who don't like hip hop because of the misogyny, but they're working class, right? And it makes me wonder, like, how much stronger the message would be if you haven't cut out a segment of the population. And I also think what you saw in the last election with Trump is that, yes, there was a division of who voted for him by race. It was very clear. But there was also a division by gender. And I think that there were some men who said, I don't want to be with the woke feminists. I'd rather be on the other side than with the woke feminists. And I'll go against my economic interests to oppose these woke feminists. In the same way that, like, poor whites abandoned the Democratic Party when Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Civil Rights Amendment. And that whole thing just, like, makes me very sad. I don't know. It makes me very sad. And maybe I should already know this. Like, I don't know why I never thought about. I always thought of race and class in that way, but I never really thought of misogyny as functioning for that same purpose as well. But I suspect that it does. And I think I have to read a few books to be sure. But regardless, let's play some guitar, see where our playing is for the day, and then let's go to sleep because it's late as fuck. Alright? that's where our playing is for today. That's it. Bye bye.